different options when it comes to, our nutrition, our health, the things that we choose to do to maybe repair our bodies. So the relief and the repair mechanisms, not having to digest food, is something that we probably never really think about. But the truth is that from one end to the other, from your mouth to your anus, there's a lot going on. I mean, you've got the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestines, the pancreas, the liver, the gallbladder, and the colon. And every time you take a bite, all those pathways get involved. Every mindless moment that we just have to take a bite of something, your body has to spring into action and deal with that. And so, the deal is we've got like about 5 quarts of blood in our body. I mean, we're kind of like an F-150 or something, And in that 5 liters, 5 quarts, there's 4 grams of sugar that circulates through all that. And if it gets, really above that at all, puts our body in a great amount of danger. In fact, it could kill us. I mean, 4 grams of sugar, what is that? Like taking a bite of a friggin' Milky Way, or having a Hershey's Kiss. Any little thing, and our body immediately has to deal with that. And so what happens is the pancreas has to start producing insulin to bring the sugar down, and this just goes on and on all day long. And it goes on year after year after year. And, then all of a sudden we start getting a little age on us, and we start having blood sugar issues, metabolic syndrome, all kind of things. And so much of that would be benefited if we just didn't eat. Just for an evening, just do it one time, because the things that can happen with an intermittent fast are amazing. First thing, your body's going to go ahead and use all the glycogen it's got in it. So your insulin levels are going to go down. You're not eating anything, so your body's not going to produce any. Insulin's going to go down. When that goes down, human growth hormone goes up. Human growth hormone is something that facilitates fat loss. It increases muscle gain. In fact, HGH is so damn good at its job that if you had quite a lot of it, you'd be a millionaire playing sports or something. And that would be kind of cool. If you didn't want to do that, you'd still be ripped badass, and you'd be pretty much the envy of every dude around you with the old 70s and 80s show, because they're all wearing the Tommy Bahama shirts and got a little bit too much around the midsection. You wouldn't have it, and just because you intermittent fasted maybe more than once. But anyway, the next thing that happens is the cellular repair is going to start occurring. Your cells are going to take a break. They're going to have a moment, and they're going to get to go in, and it's almost like defragging a computer, because every millisecond of every day, cells are doing something in your body. And when it gets a break from eating, it can sit there and do things like fix damage that's happened. And so just by not eating, you've got cells that can focus on going in and repairing cells that can be repaired, or getting rid of ones that can't. It's something that's going to occur with intermittent fasting. There's been study after study that just when you eat affects how you weigh. So it's not a simple equation of calories in, calories out. It's got something to do with time restricted feeding, times when we eat, and how your body responds to that. So, weight loss increases your metabolism, lower insulin, higher HGA. You'll be very efficient. Matter of fact, you'll be taking care of business. You'll be kind of like a Elvis impersonator on a red-eye flight to Vegas, ready to get your freak on. And, you know, who says that might not be cool to go out there for a weekend? You know, be Nicolas Cage or something. Anyway, it also is good for your brain. It has the benefit of helping you do some tweaks from a hormone called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. And that sounds pretty fancy. It's something that's been implicated in depression. And so when you produce more of it, then it's good for your mental health. It helps you think more clearly, more soundly. And so maybe there's some correlation between having a few too many pounds and being mentally in a funk. So let's try some intermittent fasting for a change. Just 1 week. And especially the holidays are coming on. It's the time of the year that people tend to put on 3, 5, 10 pounds, and it's really not what we need. So let's just take a minute and go from 6 o'clock in the evening until noon the next day. And, you know, just plan it out like you would something else. Make it an event and see what happens. All right, we'll catch you next time. And as time goes by, hopefully we can quit procrastinating, learn a few new skills, and look and feel better doing it. Have a good